EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
To throw is Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Corey Littleton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
58, come on. 58, come on. So we got man.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
20. 56. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They'll run it here with P-Ron. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's easy. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Los Angeles.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, that's good. He's checking. Value 3. Value 3. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Merlin.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. But that didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now P-Ryan. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency break.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. On is the punter, Hekker, as he gets this one away.
That's it, baby. We got work.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the 1 weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Here we go. Great. You can't block me. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Express! Let's make these babies crawl and bring back.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're showing improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Let's get it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Shell. Throw. Orange.
To throw is gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for goal. And that is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talked about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
A big play there from McCaffrey, 73 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
3 down, 3 down. Check 24, check 24.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Like 20. DC. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing again is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams. Going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Goff throwing again. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air again. Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently Effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw, and that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Zerline's kick is good. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
And the Rams Someone's got him. They bring him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Newton. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Rams on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third and 9. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 81 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Goff working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
17-yard line.
Right at the 8. Too little, cut. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, baby, new turnover. Get that ball.
To throw is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Watch the slant. 58.
The shotgun snap for Newton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 43-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
We're good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's it, baby.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now a carry for Pirine. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming up for you. I'm coming up. Going out. Hey, lift. Lift.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out and stopped that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Ready? 180. You got right coming. Watch out. Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Cut. 180. You must be trying. Alert 16.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw is gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 17-yard line.
Right to the 3. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From the 17, Newton. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's good.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out.
Ready? Look at that, ready? Push him back. Push him back. Ready?
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well, and then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Ready? Ready? Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight.
From the 30 on second down, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
We got 3. Switch.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he spins through. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get this ball back for offense. Let's go. Check. That was ours. Undercut. Whirling.
Now it's gone. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Ready? Ready? Watch the run, watch the run.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the front line.